way for a woman to prove herself to you is when she stops doing the things you don't like. That's it. Because for women, it's hard for us to change up the way we is because we get so stuck in our ways. We so greedy about, being online, hanging out with our friends, getting validation. We don't want to stop that shit. We don't want to stop that. That's an action for you. So when it comes to a woman, the number one way is we're not going to do things you don't like. We're not going to entertain niggas. We ain't going to be online all the time. We ain't going to go out with our friends. We're going to be cooking and cleaning. We're going to do shit you want us to do. That's how we show you that we care about you. And that we love you, because a woman ain't going to do that for every nigga. We ain't going to do that shit for every nigga. A woman would tell you right now in the chat. Any woman in the chat, would you do that shit for any other nigga or just a nigga you appreciate and love? She'll tell you right now, I'm not doing that for every nigga. No, I'm not. I'll do it for the man that I like. I'll do it for the man that I'm dealing with, the man that I'm caught up on. That's how you know. That's how you know. And a lot of you don't know. A lot of you don't know. But you say that shit, you hit me up, and I be like, come on, fam. If I can see the shit, I know you can, but you so emotionally caught up on the bitch. You pussy whip. A lot of you are pussy whipped. She riding your dick the way you want it to be rolled. She doing the things, she's swallowing it all up, and you caught the fuck up in your emotions. Come on now, fam. All she did was get your dick wet. That's all she did. She got it wet. Come on, you ain't gonna be the only one. The moment we begin to change, we like you, we want you, we willing to sacrifice for you. That's the only way. The moment I begin to sacrifice, okay, I used to go to the gym. I stopped going to the gym. Like the nigga I'm dealing with, I stopped everything for him. Like literally, I want him so fucking bad. I stopped everything for him. I'm just saying, I did, but I'm not like, come on, line. Let's be honest. I'm gonna do that for a man that I like and I want and I love. I'm not gonna do that for every fucking body. Only way she can actually prove herself and show herself is through sacrificing and changing. The things she used to do, she doesn't do it. The place she used to go, she don't go. This is a sacrifice when it comes to you and when you're dealing with a bitch. That's the only way. The next one. She don't have any standards or integrity. So you dealing with a woman that don't even have standards. That means she goes for anything. You do understand that, right? You understand that when you met her, she was smoking weed with 50 niggas. When you met her, she was at the gas station buying Dutchess to roll her shit up in. Huh? When you met her, she was at the strip club. When you met her, she was at a football game. You was watching your son play football. She had on these Daisy Duke shorts. And you talking about, no, that's not standards. I mean, she got to have some type of fucking standards here, fam. A lot of y'all just like dealing with women with no fucking standards. It's nothing she's not willing to do. And y'all don't even see that. I'm trying to give you some shit that back in the days you had to lean on that shit with dealing with a bitch. And then a lot of men be like, oh, it's 2022. Who gives a fuck, nigga? Your rules still apply. The Most High never change. He don't change. The world and the people do. The people change. The world change. You don't. You don't change. So when you're dealing with a bitch, she should have standards and integrity, fam. What does she lean on, fam? Standards is something she's not willing to do. Fuck that. I don't care how much money it is. I don't care how much they offer me. I don't care how much attention I get. I don't care what they're willing to show me. I'm not taking it. I'm not doing it. Do you deal with a bitch like that? That when it comes to getting people looking at her and she being the baddest bitch in the room, if she got to be naked as fuck, if she got to put herself out there, are you dealing with that type of bitch? Are you dealing with a bitch with standards? Are you dealing with a bitch with standards? She's not willing to take Let me tell y'all something, fam. Do you understand when I started my channel on here, it was shit that I could have done to been popped off, but I refused to. I refuse to. It's not enough money to get me to say the shit, the stroke dicks and the stroke clicks. I ain't doing that shit. It's just some shit she's not willing to do. But you're dealing with the bitch soon as they call her and say, girl, it's free to get in the club tonight. Girl, Rick Ross gonna be here and all the ladies there free. Oh, it's Rick Ross? Fuck that. I'm just saying. If women are losing standards, what the fuck they gotta do with you? You let them lose their fucking standards. At the end of the day, would you rather lay with a snake or a serpent? You still keep those shit. Those shit still apply today. All that applies when it comes to a bitch. And when you're dealing with a woman, you understand, okay, she's the type of woman, she ain't willing to sell her fucking soul. She ain't willing to do that. It's certain things she must have, and integrity and standards is some of them. Integrity? Do she have integrity? That she's not willing to let somebody or anybody smear her fucking name based off her bending down sucking 10 dicks in a row on camera? Huh? I'm just asking you. A lot of you deal with women with no substance. She can't embrace anybody. She can't inspire anybody. She can't nurture anybody. And you deal with her. And then you put a baby inside of her. And then you don't want to hold the fucking L. Why? Why don't you want to hold the fucking L? You got her pregnant. You laid up with the trash. Understand that that's trash. I had trash. I understand that shit. But you got to know that shit. You do understand that, right? So if you dealing with a chick and on real she's showing you signs that she'll do anything. Oh my God, Nicki Minaj's song this drop. I gotta go to the premiere. You know what I mean? Your daughter sitting right there in the bed and she got fucking Nicki Minaj video playing on the screen. Come on now, fam. She got Players Club playing in the living room and your kids are in the den watching TV and they hearing, we be clubbing, everybody likes when a girl shake. Come on now. This the bitch you dealing with. Or you meet the bitch and she got a nigga sleeping on her couch talking about that's her male friend. Come on now. I'm just saying. She tell you that she's a nurturer because every time her friends get drunk at the club, she the one nurture them back to life. That's a sign. Come on now. That ain't no fucking nurturing. Come on now. A lot of y'all get it twisted. She should have standards. She should show you some sort of standard. And if you can't find a bitch, if you ain't dealing with any bitch with standards, then you don't deal with a bitch. You use them as concubines. The Most High did say he made concubines for a reason. There's a difference between wives and concubines. Do you understand that? The concubines was there to be fucked. So you use it only to be fucked. That's it. You don't go wifing up the concubine, nigga. Come on now. A lot of you wifing up fucking concubines. You don't want me to say it. I'm going to say it. It's the truth. And a lot of you don't like it. I'm going to tell the truth. You don't like me to tell you this motherfucking truth, but I am. You wifing up a concubine, and she's only there to please you. That's it. She's only there to give you head and brain, nigga. She's only there to get your dick wet. And there you go falling in love with the bitch don't have no integrity, no standards, or anything. Nothing. Nothing. You just dealing with her. And I put that on the list because a lot of you need to understand that the woman that you deal with, she's not going to take no money to go against you. She's not going to set you up. She's going to be loyal down to the motherfucking T when it comes to you. And you need to understand that. Because when you're dealing with a bitch that got standards and integrity and everything she's not willing to do, that bitch right there, she'll go to bat for you. She'll go to bat, and she doesn't change. She doesn't change. A lot of you deal with women that flip-flop. Why are you dealing with a flip-flop bitch? This bitch flip-flopping on you, arguing with your motherfucking about nothing. Purely nothing. That ain't about nothing. And you sit there and you take that shit. You taking it for what? It gotta be a reason. You taking that shit for a reason. Either she got some good brain, either she got some good pussy, either something she's doing. Something she's doing. Just saying, a lot of you wifing up these fucking whores. And I just, at the end of the day, this don't make no sense.